All day long, all I've heard is people saying, Keith, you're looking fancy. You're looking fancy today. But with a sports scene like the one we have right now, you have to look the part. You're watching 6ABC's High School Huddle presented by GMC. I'm Keith Russell. Q, they had those horseshoes on the back of their helmets. You guys didn't need a horseshoe. Luck was on your side today.
It's hard to follow a great performance with another one.
It was a cheap shot. Meantime, as far as the Sixers, can they deliver a cheap shot to the Miami Heat?
The focus is on the big man. His nickname is the Big Piece. We need him to do big things.
Our MVP, a former Eagle who is dedicated to helping anyone get a most valuable physique. And when I say anyone, I mean anyone. Talking to a member of the Phillies, he said, do you really think the Eagles can win it all? I said, absolutely. Just like you guys. A double dose of expectations.
You know, coaches and players get fined for speaking out against referees. So I will.
In terms of the second half, what adjustments need to be made?
You know, we just got to keep our pressure up.
We owe it to them to say it there for them.
The child sex abuse scandal at Penn State has everyone wondering if Joe Pa has coached his last game. New Penn State head coach Bill O'Brien has a couple assistants, but Jay Paterno won't be on the staff. There are plenty of awards that have been given out, but let's be truthful. Everyone deserves a medal today.
Thank you, Philadelphia. In the words of my rowing mentor, Ferdinand Bergen, cheers. 6 referees, all brothers. Now that's some play calling for the books. Ref, I got a problem with you. You, and you. That's a family affair. Charlie Manuel, the guy this team and this town knows and loves. And nobody do we love more than this guy, the ultimate closer. Time to introduce our MVP, a guy who has a ton of confidence after losing a ton of weight. A story that should inspire everyone.
Who said they are not concerned with the Phillies offense? All those folks on Twitter. Who said it doesn't matter? Yes, it does. Second inning, Cliff Lee didn't want that. He didn't want this. Danny Espinoza takes lead deep into the night. Nationals take a 1-0 lead. Mike will be the Eagles starting quarterback Sunday. But is that Kafka or Vic? We still don't know. Vic has to pass all sorts of tests this weekend.
Once you get that taste, you want to get it back.
You want to get it back. Can we get it for the first time as it concerns the Philadelphia Flyers against the New York Rangers? Can we finally beat these guys just once this season? Ilya Brizgalov will play tonight. He's back from that chip fracture in his foot he suffered last week. Meantime, Danny Briere will not play. He won't play again in the regular season. He hopes to be ready to play when the playoffs start next week, in all likelihood against those same Pittsburgh Penguins that knocked him out this past weekend. There's Yogi Bear and Boo Boo, Bert and Ernie, and Keith Russell and John Kruk. I was thinking more about peanut butter and jelly.
You don't want to know what I'm thinking, so let's move forward.
All right, let's move forward with the fact that you are moving forward into the Phillies Wall of Fame, 33rd inductee. How special is tonight for you, John?
We know who has done it to us 9 of the last 11 times, Jim. His name is Kobe Bryant, and he is back home tonight. There's only one skinny, scrawny kid who can go right from Lower Merion at the age of 17, 5 titles later, still doing his thing. Well, Kobe back home leading the NBA in scoring. Jamie Apodi live at the Wells Fargo Center. Can you say the Sixers are drastically improved? Yes. Can you say Kobe is not the same player he was? We will see tonight. Last week, the nation's top high school safety, Landon Collins, announced his college of choice. Clearly, in this case, mother does not know best. Take a look.
I'm going to go Roll Tide Roll.
Ooh, there was not a lot of joy here. Can I ask why?
I feel this LSU is a better place for him to be.
Mama has a vendetta. That boy is from Louisiana. She wants her boy to stay close to home. Finally, for those who always look at life as glass half empty, you will see it as glass half full. For those who always focus on what they can't do, this will make you focus on what you can.
The Villanova basketball program draws inspiration from unlikely sources. Sophomore Frank Knieve, the student manager for the men. Freshman Nick Gaynor, the student manager for the women. Both have cerebral palsy.
Me and Frank are really blazing the trail for other people with disabilities.
Both wheelchair bound, both made the dean's list, and both have used their roles in the athletic department to escape isolation.
Hopefully more people that see all of this will now feel more comfortable to take the time to build a relationship with me.
Frank cannot walk, write, or talk. He's only able to verbalize his thoughts with the help of a special machine, but he has pushed all the right buttons with the impression he's made on Jay Wright's Cats.
It means the world to him, so it makes us step back and say, man, we're really lucky if this means so much to him.
If you get to know him and be around him, he could teach you some things.
Nick Gaynor's philosophy is simple. He may never be able to shoot a basketball, but his constant upbeat attitude is a slam dunk.
We'll get a win in Cincinnati. Come hell or high water. You don't have to have talent to make an impact.
It's amazing how many conversations him and I have where, you know, I'm complaining, and then at the end of the conversation, well, I don't feel bad anymore.
You just look over at him and think of everything he's overcome, and like it just pushes you to work that much harder.
Some of the video in this piece is part of a documentary made by the social justice filmmaking class on campus. A message that goes way beyond the court.
My life's always going to be somewhat of a struggle, but you gotta keep your smile on your face and keep going no matter how much of a struggle it is, Keith.
I want people to know that I am just a regular guy trying to enjoy life.
The documentary will be shown at 4 film festivals starting this weekend in Chicago. You can see more on 6abc.com. Jim, of all the stories I've covered here at the station, that one taught me the most about life.